Peach. Hi. It was my birthday yesterday. I turned 29 and I'm very excited about it, and I did absolutely nothing. I sat on the couch. We just got back from Australia. We were traveling for like 30 fucking hours, so we built it in that I would have like a nice little day off to just relax and do what I love most, which is nothing. I loved every second of it. And I'm also like low-key freaking out on the inside because I'm going to the Streamies tomorrow and I already know I'm just gonna look a wretched hot mess. Girl, help me. But it got me a little bit sentimental. My dad sent me a very sweet package. It had some pictures of me from when I was a kid. Every year that you get older, you just think a little bit about your life and how far you've come. I am on level 29, okay? That's what I like to say. It means I beat the underwater level and the pyramid level. Like I went through all the tunnels. I'm just getting better and better at life. And I don't usually make like advice type videos, but I'd be more than willing to if you guys ever wanted that. I know it's requested often. Just wanted to reflect on my 29 years on this earth, because that's how you get better as a person. Because if you don't ever reflect, then you just stay an idiot. So here we go. In no particular order, here are 29 life lessons that I've learned in 29 years. I learned this lesson secondhand from my neighbor when we were growing up as kids. She lived at the end of my street and she had some gerbils that had babies. And one day I was like, hey Hillary, how are your gerbils doing? And she said, bad, they're dead. My brother fed them a pencil and they died. Lesson learned, Hillary, don't feed your gerbils a pencil because they will die. This is a morbid video, Jenna. Off to a weird start, I would say. Who are you talking to? Me. You should always keep things that you might not think are special now, but you will think are special someday. I made a video called What's in My Special Shoebox, where I go through some of the things that I've kept for years and years and years, and I'm so thankful that I have, because some of it's hysterical and some of it's really sentimental that you didn't ever think would be that way. For example, I'll show you something that my dad sent me for my birthday this year. My dad sent me my actual critter box. You can't even see that. It says critter box. You know, we soldered it in there or whatever that thing is called. And this is where I used to put all my critters when I caught them. And then I would close that and then I would look at a grasshopper or a toad for a day and carry them around. This was all I did all day. And you know what? This is probably one of the most special things that I have as an adult. And I can't wait to give it to my kids someday so they could be like, Mom, what the fuck is this shit? Keep stuff. It's awesome. Always have as many animals as you can. I always convince other people to get pets. I'm like a pet pusher. Oh, it sucks, man. You got fired from your job. You know what you should get? Is a pet. Oh, heard you broke up with your boyfriend. You know what you should get? A pet. I say as you can for a couple of reasons, but like if a plant or a fish is the best you can do, you fucking water the shit out of that plant and you tap feed the fuck out of that fish, man. It will help you as a person to care for something that's not yourself. I also used to think the law of diminishing returns applied to pets. One is like a shock. Oh my God, it's a pet. It's new in my life. Two is like, oh, these are my dogs. Two of them together. Three is like, what's one more? And so on and so on. But the late great Joan Rivers taught me that if you have more dogs than that, then they create a pack and they don't love you anymore. True words spoken by a true queen. And I used to think that 3 dogs wasn't a lot of dogs. Dear past Jenna, 3 dogs is a lot of dogs. A rock tumbler is exclusively for rocks only. Don't put your sticks and your dead grasshoppers in there and expect them to come out all shiny. It doesn't work. They just come out all fucked up. Say yes to things sometimes, even when you don't feel like it. Not like that, okay? I'm not saying anything like that. I mean, say yes to experiences. Like when someone invites you somewhere and you really don't feel like leaving the house, say yes every once in a while and just go do it. Because some of the best, most exciting memories I've made have come from just being down and just saying yes. This is a little bit of a weird one. I think this is only me, but I like to be the last person to go to bed when I'm hanging out with my friends on the weekend. Probably one of my most favorite things in the world is to just sit and chat with someone, have a couple drinks, hang out, and just talk about life. And some of my most favorite conversations with now some of my most favorite people have all come as a result of staying up very late and talking into the wee hours of the morning. As long as you want to hang out and talk to me, I will always be there to hang out and talk to you. I will never be the first one to say, I'm gonna call it a night and go to bed. I promise you that. I mean, that might be a little weird, but to me, those are some of my most favorite memories that I have. Don't ever mix lots of different types of spray tan together. It turns into what I like to call a tanning emergency. Jenna, where are you? You were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I'm having a tanning emergency. And I'm like spreading brown goo all over my body and like washing it and like dabbing it and putting makeup all over it and just turning fucking brown and green in every color. It's a tanning emergency. Don't do it. You don't ever have to take your life seriously, but you should always take your education seriously and your continued life education seriously. It's never too late to learn anything in the world that you want to learn, and if you have an internet connection, you no longer have an excuse to be a fucking moron. It's literally your choice to be an idiot. Just because someone dares you to do something doesn't mean you should actually do it. One time I licked bird poop off of a van, and you know what? I can still taste it. I'm also looking at you, all former contestants on reality television shows. You're better than that. Don't ever get too wrapped up in the present moment and your present troubles. Have a little perspective. I've always been really good at this, like way too good at this. Like in college, I would try to convince my softball coaches this when I would get in trouble for having too much fun and not focusing. And then everybody's freaking out because, oh my God, we're gonna lose. We're not gonna go to the playoffs. Does it matter now? No, I told you, you dummies. At least I had fun the whole time. You can avoid many embarrassing adult moments by learning how to use chopsticks at an early age. Take my word for that. You ever try to impress someone while you're eating with chopsticks? Oh yeah, please take me seriously. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Can I have a fork? If you ever find an abandoned shopping cart, keep it, especially if you live in a city. When I didn't have a car, it was the best. I would wheel my laundry to the laundromat in it, groceries, beer, we would put each other in it, wheel each other around, get hurt. It's like some good, cheap fun, you know what I mean? We kept it in our backyard like true resourceful college students. Always be as prepared as possible. When I used to drive a really unreliable car, you know what I kept in the trunk? A tent, canned food, and all kinds of other supplies. Jenna, that's weird. I mean, if your car broke down, you could just sleep in your car. Yeah, but I used to drive to a lot of really weird places and I didn't have a cell phone. I knew for sure that I could just ball out in my tent and survive for a few days until somebody found me. Preparation is key. I never needed to use it, but being prepared never hurts. That's why I also kept like a crank radio in there, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need to listen to some tunes. Priorities. Don't ever put gack or gum in your hair. It won't come out. You'll have to cut it off. Thank you, older brother. I'm still pissed about it. Don't ever directly inhale a bunch of incense. I used to be an altar server and I was carrying one of those big balls of incense and it just went straight into my face. And I thought that was it for me. It's just my last day on earth. I'm about to die. If you find something that looks like a lighter in a room that you're staying in, don't try and click the little thingy to turn it on. It's pepper spray. And once you spray yourself in the face with it to keep embarrassing you after the fact while you're coughing and spitting, they're gonna have to evacuate the whole floor because everyone else is coughing and spitting too. So just keep it in the drawer and just don't touch it. Don't ever eat a pound of celery in one sitting. I went through this phase where every time I went out of town, I was determined to eat everything in my refrigerator because I didn't want to throw it out because I didn't want to waste my money. This is a bad plan. Throw it out. It's not good for you. Not good for anyone except for like an elephant. I deeply regret it. Contrary to my childhood belief, Robert Redford is not a president turned actor. He was never president. He's just an actor. I literally thought he was a president. And then I got an internet connection and realized how stupid that is. Don't trust cats or ferrets. I've had both. I've loved both. And they're both shifty. My ferret chewed a hole through my window and got on my roof. Get back here, you shady bitch. It's probably not the safest thing to let your kids play with power tools. I probably won't let my kids do it someday. But I got to do it and it was fucking awesome. Makes for really great pictures too. Fuck with me, I'll build you a shed. Craigslist is actually the best place to find roommates and friends for life. It's the friend of a friend of a friend on Facebook that you have to be worried about. Those motherfuckers are crazy. Always find the humor in everything. It has gotten me through everything in my life. Breakups, school, family, anything hard that's happening. Always find something funny to laugh about. Basically what my whole channel is. Just me coping with life by making everything a joke. Like that. Don't ever put up with people's bullshit. Ever. Not even a little bit. It never pays off in the long run for you to just be patient and deal with someone else's fucking shit. Ever. Never pays off. It might keep some people from wanting to be your friend, but that's okay because they're full of shit. I'm sorry, I'm having an allergic reaction to your bullshit. I literally can't feel my arms when you're around me. Like glitching in the Matrix. My body is physically rejecting you. Just build a physical intolerance to other people's bullshit. Acrylic toenails are gross. It's literally the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why would you do that? It's Just no need. No matter how dope you think they are, don't ever wear loose shoes on a roller coaster. They will go flying off into another dimension. Not safe either. You probably really hurt like a kid. It's dark. Let's move on. Don't ever let someone else convince you that what you like to spend your time doing is a waste. For example, 20 years ago, playing video games in your house by yourself all day was frowned upon. And guess what? Ain't nobody laughing at PewDiePie now, mofucks. If you like doing it and it's not harming anyone else, you should do it as much as you want. Although maybe not if your passion in life is like smoking a lot of crack. Get some help, not good. But any hobby that you have, you go do that hobby, my little friend. I promise you it's not a waste of time. My hobbies include watching videos of foxes jumping on trampolines and talking to myself. So I'm waiting for that to pay off someday. Hopefully soon there will be an Olympics of talking to yourself. I would get a gold or a silver. That's right. Who are we talking to? Me. Don't ever have a pet or even a baby if you don't like being scratched. It's just gonna happen. I wasn't aware of this information prior to having a cat for the first time when I was a kid. It's a valuable thing to learn. It will scratch you. Even now, Kermit likes to wake me up every day by taking his claw and slowly dragging it across my face. It's lovely. Always talk to everyone. I'm a big believer that you meet everyone for a reason, and that just having a conversation with someone can give you something that you didn't have before. Some knowledge, some life thing, whatever it is. My friends don't really like this one because they've had to pull me away from a lot of strange people. But I still like it. I'm gonna keep it, and I will talk to you no matter who you are or where you are or what you're doing. It's gonna get weird. And lastly, probably the most important thing that I've learned in 29 years, took me a little while because I didn't always used to be this way, but that if you always put out positive energy into the universe, you will get it back. Like if you just wake up in the morning and you think about how grateful you are to have clean water to drink and food to eat, the rest of the day is fucking easy, man. Just small stuff that you take for granted. The fact that maybe you're healthy or that you have a family that loves you. Focus on the things that you have and not the things that you don't have, and always be kind to other people and you will always get it back. And I'm a big believer in the idea that you can get anywhere that you want in life without fucking other people over and without being a jerk. You don't have to climb a ladder. You don't have to compete with people. That you can just do the best that you can, and that is good enough. And I think that's where I'm going to end the video, because that was 29 things that I've learned, and it's also getting a little preachy over here, Johnny. You need to just take it down a notch, okay? I hope you got anything out of this video, even if it's just don't eat a pound of celery. I'm very sentimental looking back on my life and the things that I've learned, and I just want to thank you for tuning in and for watching me, you know, in a world full of thirst where people are asking for your fucking attention. I appreciate that you come here and you hang out with me, and you always treat me like a person and a human and a friend, and I really enjoy that, and I hope that you enjoy it too. P.S. You wanna know what Kermit got me for my birthday? He was sitting in my shirt, he went to go chase a squirrel, knocked my iPad out of my hands, and it smashed on the ground. Thank you, Kermit. Says, I see you're paying attention to a small screen, so I break it, so you have to pet me. I heard you can fix it by soaking it in a bowl of chicken. It's all very premeditated. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesday, and I hope that you liked this. A little change of pace, but I'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week. I'll be celebrating my birthday this weekend, I'll tell you that much. Girl. Look like Wendy. Fuck, I'm out of here. All right, bye guys.